Yes, today we are going to discuss about the exocrine pancreatic insufficiency. Means due to the chronic pancreatitis, when it affects the exocrine function of our pancreas, one of the most important enzymes which are responsible for the digestion of carbohydrate, protein and fat may be disturbed. So in such condition, defective functioning of serum amylase will result in defective absorption and transportation and utilization and degradation of carbohydrate. In such condition, our patient will have a perianal skin irritation due to acidic stools. We may think that it may be because of any worm infestation or maybe due to any hemorrhoids or maybe due to fissures, something like that. So perianal skin irritation with a watery stool or diarrhea for more than 2 weeks and frothy stools, the symptom of our MACARB, frothy stools. So perianal skin irritation, watery stool or frothy stool may be because of pancreatic amylase deficiency. That means suboptimal or defective intraluminal digestion, absorption and transportation of carbohydrate may not occur properly. Next, about the protein malabsorption. As you know, the proteins are primarily hydrolyzed by pepsin of gastric juice, trypsin and chymotrypsin of pancreatic juice, and the same may get degraded or broken down into amino acids. But unfortunately, the damage of specialized cells which secretes the trypsin and chymotrypsin, which results in protein malabsorption. In such patients, you can see your patient is getting weak day by day, unexplained weight loss or low muscle mass, great fatigability, then with unexplained edema. That means total loss of energy or power due to protein malabsorption. Because as you know, the most of our energies were derived from protein metabolism. And in such condition, the PC of our patient may be unexplained weight loss or unexplained fatigability. Then psychologically the patient will be very, very depressed or anxious, and at the same time patient may complain of flatulence or abdominal distension due to abnormal fermentation of proteins. That means proteins are, say, the legumes or vegetables which contain a good amount of proteins may not get digest and absorb properly. In such condition, the PC may be a symptom like that of our Lycopodium or carboides. That means the symptom of flatulency or abdominal distension or abdominal tenderness, etc. can be seen in patient. And next, about the main very specific or sharp symptoms can be seen in case of defective fat digestion or fat absorption or fat transportation or fatty utilization. As you know, first of all, the fat is getting emulsified by bile salts. Then it is hydrolyzed by pancreatic lipase. Then the same fat is degraded into fatty acids, then glycerols, then into mono and diglycerols. So, anything which affects the digestion and absorption of fat in our body, that will mainly presented with our character of stool, because without having any absorption of digestion of fat in our stool, the stool become very oily or a very fatty stools or very bulky stools, and the smell of stool is very, very offensive to the patient himself or herself. And due to the high presence of fat in the stool, it is very pasty and it is very difficult to flush from the toilet bowl, and it is, even after flushing, the stools will float in the water, and such condition is clinically termed as steatorrhea. And more than that, the patient will complain of large amount of flatus or large amount of gas, and at the same time the color of the stool is very light colored or orange colored or pale colored stool with nausea and vomiting. So, in patient with exocrine pancreatic deficiency, the symptoms may be mimicking of our drugs like aloes, podophyllum, sulfur, lycopodium, carbovex, syngona, etc. That means trioflatulant remedies or gastric disturbance, nexomachia. So, these are the main exocrine insufficiency, particularly with GIT issues of our chronic pancreatic patients. Thank you.